Tell me what took place this morning.
So this morning at 8 a.m. the marina staff put up a fence along the harbor, the water access to the harbor. Yesterday we received notice from the health unit that due to high E. coli in the harbor, we were being asked to put up a fence and close off the area and notify the public of the high E. coli.
Can you explain the numbers and that and what made it an emergency? I don't know why they describe it as emergency, but can you talk about the numbers to give people an idea?
Yep, definitely. So in Canada, when we have E. coli at 100 parts per million or less than 100 parts per million, it is considered to be safe for swimming. When the numbers climb above 200, it is at that point necessary to inform the public that there is a risk to their health in swimming in water that has a count that is that high. So a couple weeks ago, I don't know if you noticed, but we did put up a sign down on the beach. That sign, our intention was that when it goes above 200, we would put it in the closed position, so notifying people to not swim in the water. And when it's less than 100, we would actually put it back down so that people knew it's fine and it's safe to go in. With the hot weather, with the waterfowl that we do have here in the harbor, in addition to that, just the actual structure of the harbor itself, that it's enclosed and water's not flowing through, as the temperature climbs, we can see higher E. coli counts. And this week the count was over 1,000. It was actually just around the 1,400 parts per million. And as a result of that, the health unit wants the entire access to the water for public health to be closed.
Obviously, not safe for people or animals. I guess if you can talk a little bit about that, it's advisable not for animals just because of the high levels.
Yes, animals definitely are just as susceptible. Although you'd never guess that when you see animals together. But yes, a dog drinking out of the lake right now potentially could get a stomach upset or vomiting, diarrhea.
If I understand it correctly, this beach has never been tested before because the East Beach has always been open. Is that sort of the...
No.
Okay.
So a harbor is actually not really intended for swimming. The health unit last year actually really explained to us that people should not be swimming inside of a harbor. And it is just because of the structure. There isn't a flow of water through it. And we know just based on the waterfowl alone, mix that with some really hot days, and then of course rain on the ground, washing the animal feces into the water, we know we're going to have high E. coli. And for that reason, the idea was never to test it. This is a harbor, it's for boats, it's never been intended, for swimming. Of course, because it has that little sandbar stretch there, a lot of people do come down and utilize it for swimming. And perhaps this year, just because of COVID circumstances, more and more people are coming down and doing it. But last year, we actually had discussions with the health unit that this year we would actively test every week, and we would watch those numbers as this is becoming a lot more of a popular area. I don't know if it has to do with, a lot more people are doing the, stand-up paddle boarding and the kayaking, and it's a lot of fun. But we realized that we needed to test the water because of the high usage of it as well.
Could it, it's can't say for sure, but it certainly wouldn't be surprising to you if these levels were there previous years.
It would not be surprising just because it is a harbor, and we would expect to find high E. coli and high bacterial numbers inside of a harbor.